What is going on, everybody? Randy here with Nerds Templar. This is the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate AI League, and this is the final set, divisional set of set number 3. We are in the yellow division. First, let's say Ike in the Ice Climbers, Richter and Incineroar and the Mii Sword Fighter are 2-0 right now in this division. Isabelle is 1-0 coming off her bye. Pikachu and Duck Hunt, Robin, Wii Fit Trainer, Sephiroth, Olimar, Zero Suit Samus, Joker, and Ridley, all at 1-1 right now. Quite a lot of them. And then we have Game & Watch at 0-1. And then we have Pokemon Trainer, Samus, Sonic, Min Min, and Daisy at 0-2 to start us off here, our first two sets. Now here in set 3, we've got Pikachu versus Joker. Wii Fit Trainer taking on Zero Suit Samus. Sonic is up against Robin. Daisy is taking on Sephiroth. Samus versus Mii Sword Fighter. We got Min Min versus Mr. Game & Watch. Duck Hunt is taking on the Ice Climbers. Incineroar is up against Olimar. Richter versus Ridley. And finally, our last match is Ike at 2-0 taking on Isabelle after her bye. 1-0 right now. Pokemon Trainer is on his bye this time around. And that is where we begin things. Let us begin. Pikachu versus Joker. And this is the yellow division. And so, doing our different skins for this set 3. Final one again of the divisional sets. We have red, then green, then blue, then yellow here. That's the order we tend to go. So we got 2 1-1s here. Pikachu, OG yellow division character. Took out Sonic. Lost to Richter afterward. Tough opponent there. Joker, he lost his first, I think. Yeah, he lost to Incineroar, so another tough opponent there. And his second one, he took on Sonic himself and won. So they both beat Sonic in their one match that they won so far. So could be a close one. Who knows? Right now, Pikachu, a nice lead after a quick knockout on Robin. I'm sorry, on Joker. So many new names here. Be sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, comment on who you think is going to win the upcoming matches. It's a little too late, I guess, for these ones because it's a video, but the end of the video we always put on this, and in the description you can see the schedules for the upcoming matches and make your predictions. You can earn some temple coins, perhaps go toward future perks on the channel, who knows. Pikachu loses his first stock there. Joker's at 46% on his second, that is. So slightly tied up here. He's doing alright, dodging enough of Pikachu. We're doing 21 sets, 20 matches each, 1 bye for everybody, 21 fighters in every division. Everyone's playing each other once in the division. It's all we got time for since there's so many fighters. And that's going to take us into the spring, which is why we got our spring themed season here. Playing on one of the more spring-like maps, I would say, right? Dreamland, and then we got the mushrooms, growth, and also poisonous ones, though. Speaking of, there, one crawls slowly toward Pikachu, and it hits him. Joker comes back from his next lost stock, grabs a super mushroom. We'll see if that'll help him maybe even this back up. I was going to say normal size for everybody, but Joker just grabbed a poison mushroom now. Alright, now back to normal. So yeah, we got a long way to go in this season. Playoffs will be great. Fighters will be switching divisions in the end of the season based on their rank. The middle of the pack in every division will be switching. Kind of, you know, spice things up every time. As well as, of course, changing all the roles and stuff. Pikachu looking pretty good right now. Joker got the Super Mushroom now back to... Actually, he's actually small now. I don't know what just happened. He must have turned regular size right before grabbing that Poison Mushroom. Pikachu has him at 82% on his last stock, and Pikachu still has an extra one. Though he's also at 83. Poison Mushroom back to normal size for him. Not looking like it's going to be much of an issue here for him to close this out. The last season, of course, Season 0 with the Pokeballs, huge swings were possible because some of the Pokemon from those Pokeballs can be just ridiculous. But here, not as much. It is always possible, as Joker takes out Pikachu's second at 120 himself on his last stock. Does he have any shot right now? He's got the Ghost, but not quite doing much damage here. And a Super Mushroom, yeah. 50% on Pikachu. Getting to the point where one nice hit could do it. Joker at 153, Pikachu needs to close this thing out. Super Mushroom for him. And there it is. Coming down strong. You see many of those knockouts. Pikachu takes the first victory of the day. Moves to 2-1 over a perhaps tough opponent. Can't be too sure where he's at. Of course, Pikachu was 10-10 last season, and also made the playoffs in that season. We got Wii Fit Trainer taking on Zero Suit Samus. They are yellow. Alright. Here we go. Zero Suit Samus, new to the division from Blue. Not doing well. Wii Fit Trainer, of course, new altogether. Everyone that came after Brawl, basically. And a couple others, like Echoes, that we didn't include, such as Daisy and Young Link. Roy. Lucina. Pichu, Dr. Mario. There's a couple, most of them actually, that we didn't include from that are listed before the end of the Brawl characters, which I believe Wolf is the last one from the list that that as a whole that we were taking from last season. Now everyone's in this one. And yes, the Wii Fit Trainer is 1-1. Is Zero Suit Samus, so yeah, anyone's game. It's still kind of, we're always going to question Zero Suit Samus because she was 5-15 last season. Just lost her first stock there, only 30% on Wii Fit Trainer. Oh man, Samus. Luckily doesn't fall off the map there. Oh, but she does that time. Okay. Well, that's too bad. That is one stock for her. Only 36 on Wii Fit Trainer. It's very potential flawless here. But I don't know exactly how much of it was Wii Fit Trainers doing. I suppose she knocked Samus away from the map far enough to get her out that second time, but I don't know. Wow, 60%. Gets a huge knockout there, Samus does. But we will not be seeing a flawless this time around. But still not looking at all good for Zero Suit Samus. Oh man. Nope. That was quick. That was quick to follow up our longer match we just had. Definitely one of our quickest. Maybe sub 2 minutes? Not quite. Oh, 157, yeah. Yep, nice. But again, I think that was mostly Zero Suit Samus's folly more than it was maybe Wii Fit Trainer's feat. Alright, we got Sonic this time now. And Sonic is taking on another new one to the league, totally. Actually, Sonic also, just like Zero Suit Samus, new to the division, and Robin, new to the league, just like Wii Fit Trainer. Robin and yellow. Alright, we can do yellow and orange probably for Sonic. And what did we have to do? Because the yellow is the girl. I think we decided we were going to do that, right? Well, guess we are now. Alright, Sonic versus Robin. Sonic is, again, 0-2, not looking too good. Zero Suit Samus was the worst from Blue last season. Sonic was next to last. Just one game above her, 6-14. And so, yeah. We will see, I guess, what he can do. And Robin is 1-1. Picking up a win over the Pokemon Trainer, so that was a very good one. Top of the division last season. Did lose then in actually that pretty close one we had, Robin versus Incineroar. Oof. Sonic doesn't look like he's faring much better. Incineroar able to come back in that one against Robin because he's just such a heavy hitter. Sonic, I do not think, is going to have that possibility here, so you better keep it close. Again, the small competitors, even when you're up against another small competitor, you're more about dodging than you are the big hits, even though, of course, everyone needs to get those big hits. And we're definitely speaking, especially for in the case of the AI here. And that's why I think you see, not always, but more so perhaps the larger characters winning. It's just easier to be a brute in the game than it is to be agile, I suppose. Sonic, though, evening this up basically completely here. Didn't take like any damage on this second stock of his. Big Robin, but will that give her the advantage back? I don't know. Sonic actually taking the lead right now. It would be huge. I mean, you don't want to be somebody that loses to Sonic. That's definitely not what you want. And I think we talked about that last time because it came close. Pikachu beat him the first time around. We talked about actually both of his losses, that and Joker, because those two played each other, Pikachu and Joker, in that first match we saw. So those were Sonic's two losses. I think in both cases, yeah, we mentioned, you don't want to lose to Sonic. You don't want to lose to Zero Suit Samus. In that case, anybody really in the divisions. But there's others in the divisions from last season that have moved that were very bad. That have been not doing so poorly. don't know. Pretty interesting. Sonic here, speaking of, knocking Robin out again. And now takes a bigger lead. Ooh. Are we still on the map? 124% on him on his second. What can he do against Robin before losing this stock? Nothing. Only 4% on her. Basically even again. One stock each. Sonic, Robin, actually, I guess both of them putting on a pretty good showing here. Sonic seems to be doing a little more than we've seen in the past sometimes. I think he's one of the most notorious for falling off the map, just jumping headlong off of the map. Now he's lost the lead. Robin 23, he's at 60. Oh man, yeah, Robin stacking on a ton of damage now, 96 on Sonic. And the Super Mushroom for Robin, that may just close this out. Ooh, we have another decently long one, there it is. Robin does it. Kind of in the lead the whole time, right? So, yeah. It's a pretty good match, 454. Sonic kept it super close, though. He was definitely in some trouble in that very early stage there when he lost his first stock, but came back. Unfortunately for him, could not come back enough. This time around, next, fourth match, we got Daisy taking on Sephiroth. I don't know, I feel like this should be a good one, even though Daisy is someone who doesn't have a yellow skin. She has a couple of different ones that have green on it, I guess, so maybe we'll just use this one. Sephiroth. Will Sephiroth have yellow? Probably not. Does he have any color at all in any skin? No. Because he's Sephiroth. Alright. Go with that one. It's just all black, gray, and white. Different shades of gray. Alright. Daisy's 0-2. Kinda surprising to me, because she's supposed to be like Peach, right? Peach is pretty good. From last season, at least, in the red division. This is not the red division, though. It's the yellow, and Sephiroth, who's new here. New around these parts. He's 1-1. Started off with a win. Against Min Min, but again, I'm not too sure about that, because Min Min is 0-2 right now, so we can't tell quite yet how good of a win that was. Because he then lost to the Wii Fit trainer. We beat Zero Suit Samus today pretty handily, so I don't know. Wii Fit trainer's 2-1 now. Pikachu, Wii Fit trainer, Robin, all 2-1 now. Sonic, Zero Suit Samus. Zero Suit Samus is 1-2. Joker and Sonic. Or Joker is 1-2 as well. Sonic is 0-3. Those are our records so far for the new records so far for the ones who played. We have, ooh, very, very close one. Not quite enough there, Sephiroth, to take out Daisy. He's got the Super Mushroom. He's doing more blocking, though, than anything. Usually when you get the Super Mushroom, you want to try to go on the offensive with that, right? Or when your opponent gets the Poison Mushroom. Either way. Now's the time where you might want to consider dodging and blocking. As Sephiroth, he went back to normal size and then grabbed that Super Mushroom, so he's big now. It's interesting, the tree will blow the mushrooms slightly, and sometimes it'll blow them like the opposite, it'll like slow them down if they're moving the opposite direction the wind is blowing from the tree. So yeah, it does actually probably play more of a role in the blowing around of mushrooms than anything else. Keeping it close here. Both of them eliminated once. 79 now on Daisy, though. Sephiroth, a couple nice attacks in a row. Make that one more to get the knockout. Oh, wow. Not close anymore. 32% only on his second stock as Daisy loses hers. And she's got one shot left. Maybe get a mushroom or two for herself. Just needs a few big hits. Or Sephiroth will get one. And close this out real quickly. Oh yeah, and again, another series of hits. Can't continue that. 58 though now on Daisy's last. Sephiroth taking this one over. Oh man, that's crazy. $67 on Daisy. I don't think she has much chance. Big Sephiroth, he just, well, now he's small. Well, regular size. He just needed one hit while he was big there, probably, to finish that. Now, still though, 74% Daisy. There it is. Sephiroth will do it. Who knows? In my opinion, he should be a tough character. They should have made him good, but what do I know? I haven't played him yet. Nice. So again, Sephiroth moves to 2-1, Daisy to 0-3. Unfortunately for her. Samus is up against the Mii Sword Fighter this time. I had a feeling Samus didn't have any yellow ones either. But the white and the black will do. Samus 0-2. Mii Sword Fighter, though, is 2-0. So, slight upset. I don't know if you can really call it that with only 2 matches played, but it would knock the Sword Fighter out of undefeated. No undefeateds have gone yet. This is actually the first from the yellow, which has, after two sets played, had the least amount. Oh, well, actually, blue had the. I guess blue and yellow had the same amount. The yellow actually had more 2-0s than blue. They had the same amount of undefeateds, if you will, but blue had 2 1-0s. So I take that back. Blue had less, but still. Only 5 here in the yellow. Sword Fighter being one of them. Looking good right now. There's that big hit he needed to knock out Samus, about 130%. 2-3 in stock. Not bad on Swordsman's part right now. He was at 50 or so. 64 now. Getting tons of damage onto Samus. She was supersized, now she's normal. Oh, the sword fighter is supersized. Misses that big hit there. Could have been a knockout all if he was still big when he hit it. Tiny Samus. 101 on the sword fighter. 60 on Samus's second though. Really not looking good for her right now. She got that knockout. She got the poison mushroom, then immediately got a super mushroom, so she's back to normal. Playing Hood. Samus right now. It will help you get back to the map. 109 on her, that's gonna do it for that stock. Only 4 on the Swordsman's second. Now it's looking like it's about over. Swordsman is big. Doing tons of damage. Oh, one more hit would have almost done it. He does get another in there. 69 on Samus all of a sudden, immediately. Ooh, Sword Fighter dodged that poison mushroom. Samus doesn't. She just goes and grabs it. Now it's just a hit away. Oh man, Sword Fighter turns big. Samus still tiny. There's no shot. No chance there. Mii Sword Fighter. destroys Samus in that one. Not much else to say about that. Samus not faring well right now, 0-3. Sword Fighter, 3-0. Now we got some others that aren't faring too well just yet. The 0-2 Min Min taking on the 0-1 Mr. Game & Watch. So Game & Watch still has plenty of time to do things. We'll see if he can, though. Probably do secondary skins one more time next set, just again because of the buys. Let everyone have a chance to use their secondary skins, and then we'll go back to just regular ones probably. Can always do what I do for the short series all the time is I just roll dice for every match to see which skins I'll use. It's easy enough to do, so you can always do that as well. You can always even just do it in advance, so you don't have to sit through that. Well, I am trying, if you haven't noticed, to make these videos shorter and shorter. Trying to do it at a slower pace, not to have like a shocking change in the videos or anything. But it should get hopefully down to about the 45-minute mark if I can. Right now, Game & Watch, a little bit of a lead, but still pretty close. Still early. Min Min with the Super Mushroom might help her even things out here. Slightly. Oh, yeah, nice. It's there though from Mr. Game & Watch. He's gonna take that big lead back. 114 on Min Min. From Arms. Not quite. 126 on her. She stays on the map. 74 on Game & Watch. Oh, the 9 hammer coming out. It's like the mostly useless time to get it, but whatever. It gets the knockout. That's what matters. Throwing some meat. Doesn't connect with most of it. 86 on Game & Watch's first. Doing pretty good. Well, no, I'm not sure exactly what he was doing there. Kind of floating around, leaving himself wide open. Min Min poison mushroom. Now back to normal. Still can't get Game & Watch out at 117. He's now got a super mushroom. Always makes it more difficult to knock him out that way. Oh, nice hit there from him. 43 on... Oh, man, Min Min just went with the poison mushroom. Just turned small. Luckily, Game & Watch back to normal size. Same with Min Min now. Oh, poison mushroom again for her. Good mushroom falls off the side. And then gotta get the stock. His first stock off of Game & Watch. 142%. 151. Just normal size again. Helps being normal size at least. Yeah, those poison mushrooms, they can really set you back if you keep picking them up. Ah, there, 159. Still not knocked off. Game & Watch still on the map. 96 on Min Min's second stock. Game & Watch with the super mushroom just before that hit comes in. Oh man, Min Min, I don't know what hammer that was, but it could have been bad. Min Min hits first though, 105 to 181. Game & Watch doesn't get the knockout there, but he does get the super mushroom. And there's the knockout. Second stock gone from Min Min. Comes back to get the first from Game & Watch at 180 something, but again here, looks like it's going to be too little, too late. Whole stock difference. Game & Watch's favor. Min Min, tiny again. Game & Watch just whipping a bunch of ham around, so that's not gonna really matter too much for her. 8 hammer misses, that's lucky for her. 34% each of them. Game & Watch is small now. We'll have a whole lot to worry about here, but can't play it too slow. That is a nice hit. 72% on Min. 59 on Game & Watch's second. Still just fine for him. Another slightly longer one though. Been knocked off quite yet. Very small chance still for her here, especially with that Super Mushroom on Game & Watch. 116 for her. There, nope, not quite. Game & Watch trying to just throw her off the map, can't do it. Then out comes the skillet. He just starts throwing that meat around off the stage, trying to just hit her. It's funny how they do that sometimes. Not very accurate, usually. Oh, Min. Still on the map at 161. Super Mushroom, I believe. She maybe had one. Could have helped. 169. 102 on Game & Watch. She pretty much lost any hope with that crazy amount of percent she has right now. Game & Watch still with another stock to go. Eventually, one of these two will get another knockout. I think. There it is. Game & Watch with his own Keyblade. Mr. Game & Watch wins. That was one of our longer ones for sure. 6:18, one of our longest probably so far of the season. One of them. Maybe not the longest. Pretty easy for Game & Watch, though, all things considered. All right, 4 matches left. That means we're into the best of them. We got Duck Hunt this time. And he's up against the Ice Climbers. They are up against the Ice Climbers. We got two tandem teams here. Oh, we've got a couple we can use here. Let's use this one, I think, first. Now, let's use the super yellow one, yeah. And looks like maybe just the one good one, green and yellow. There's also that one, I guess, sort of. All right. Duck Hunt, 1-1. Ice Climbers, 1-1. I'm sorry, 2-0 for the Ice Climbers. They're actually the second, where they stand currently in the whole division, because Ike and them are the only ones that are still undefeated from earlier, from last season. The ones that were here last season, that is. So, a tough competitor for sure, and they got a Super Mushroom here to start things off. Now Duck Hunt has it. Duck Hunt was looking pretty good though in their first match. They took out... Oh. Nice elimination there on the Ice Climbers. Looking good right here as well. Duck Hunt beat Ridley in the first match. Then they lost to Me Sword Fighter. So I don't know. Me Sword Fighter is still undefeated. Ice Climbers could fall here. To Duck Hunt. Start again. More matches we get in, the more things start figuring themselves out. And whenever we start swapping the divisions around every season, that's going to help us figure out even more, gain more data on who is better than who. Ice Climbers coming back strong with an attack there. 68 on them right now. Still pretty good looking for Duck Hunt. Although, okay, he's alright. He's alright. Super Mushroom on the Ice Climbers. Looks like they might be able to get 2 if they can manage to get them on the right Ice Climber. You can get 1 mushroom on both of them. Maybe? Because I've seen, because like right now, if you look, only the main Ice Climber is big. And sometimes only the secondary is. So it really does depend on which one of the two gets it. Which leads me to believe, I don't know if we've seen it yet, they can both get one. And back and forth we go here. Two nice knockouts, one after another, and we are all tied up at one stock. One of our closest matches is also maybe going to be one of our quickest here. Ice Climbers, though, now taking it to the duck hunt. Hunting that duck. Whoa. Got the super mushroom there. One of these times, we're bound to see it eventually. See the Ice Climbers both turn big. They're the secondary ones turn big. That's probably when we have the best chance of it happening, when the secondary is the one that's big already. Is the high frequency of items. We only have those 3 items: Good Mushroom, Bad Mushroom, and Bunny Hood, so we do see a lot of mushrooms, if you haven't noticed. Oh, another on the secondary, and oh my, there it is. Coming back really strong there. Tons of damage on Duck Hunt, not letting him do a whole lot. They were up to 61%. But yeah, that was a pretty good showing, and not great for Duck Hunt now, falling to 1 and 2. Taking on some tough competitors, though, in the meantime. So, we'll see what he can do in the future. And now, we've got Incineroar taking on Olimar. I don't know what shiny Incineroar looks like, but that's the yellow one. And Olimar, we already know, he doesn't have much to choose from. He's been in this division. He's from here. He was the other 10 and 10 that stayed alongside Pikachu. Incineroar, however, new in 2-0 as well. But close. He had to make a little bit of a comeback last match against Robin. I think mostly because of his own doing. He beat Robin. He beat Joker. Olimar lost to Isabelle in the one match that Isabelle had so far. But then he came back to beat the Pokemon trainer, surprisingly. Again, also from this division, first place from the division last season, who's now 0-2. And on a bye right now, trying to figure out what they're doing wrong. Incineroar taking that first stock. Olimar keeping it kind of close, though. And based on his performance against some of the bigger opponents last season when he had to play against the interdivision against the green, he fared relatively well against some of the heavier hitters, as well as Ike in his own division. So I don't know if there's something about Olimar, he's just able to deal with bigger competitors a little better, but I don't know, right now he's at 54% on that second stock. And Incineroar still in first stock, 139%. Continues to stack up that extra damage on that second stock. He's gonna get back to the map there. Olimar still got to work on that first stock. Doing everything he can to stand on the ledge. Oh, Incineroar's back to the map though. 174. So, uh-oh, Poison Mushroom on Olimar, 67 currently on him. Definitely enough, yeah, for that to happen while he's small. Incineroar, such a heavy hitter. His block there, 182 on his first stock. I don't think he'll be able to go flawless here, but if he can do enough damage, he will. It's a bit of a ways to go. Yeah, Olimar's not going to let that happen. Not quite. But it's pretty much done. Olimar is not going to be able to bring this back. The only way is if Incineroar knocks himself out, which we've seen him do with one of his, whichever one of those attacks it is that like makes him go downward quickly. It's never a good thing for an attack to do that. He's small now. Never mind, back to normal size, 74 on Olimar. Still not much chance. 33, Incineroar's second stock. Can't even really land a whole lot of damage on him. Poison Mushroom there. Incineroar grabs it after smacking Olimar away. Olimar grabs the big mushroom though. He's doing everything he can to keep this one, to keep his hopes alive in this one. It is over though. I don't see him doing that much. Yeah, not when he's small. Another one of those big old drop kicks coming out from Incineroar. He will take that victory. And he too moves to 3-0. 3-0, yeah. So what we got? Incineroar and the Ice Climbers now are the only two so far that went, I believe. Oh, and of course the Mysaur fighter. So all the 2-0s are 3-0 now. Richter is the next 2-0. And he's taking on Ridley. He's got some yellow. Ridley is also got something close to yellow. Nice. So we'll see. Ridley is 1-1, as already mentioned, and this will of course happen. Tends to happen when we only have a few matches in, and we're at the end of this set. Already talked about everyone else's matchups for the last two sets, so we've already probably talked about these. Ridley losing his first match to Duck Hunt, and then coming back really strong against Samus in second. Richter was able to, in both of his matches, pretty easily, I believe, take out Samus first, and then Pikachu afterward. Ridley, however, is keeping this one close. Percent is neck and neck. But Simon and Richter both performing very well here. Very strong. And so, I don't know, yeah, any win against them would be a good one, and also it does seem, I don't know, that they're both going to be pretty high up in their divisions. But we've seen people last season go 3-0 and then completely fall to the bottom. Samus, I'm looking at you. Richter gets the first stock from Ridley, but it's very, very close here still. Ridley looks like he's got the strength to make this happen here. 150% on Richter. Super Mushroom for Ridley, that should definitely do it. Grabs Richter, punches him a few times, and then whips him out of the map. There it is, back to tied up. Kind of like that skin of Ridley's there, pretty cool. Especially with the blue wings. But anyway, Richter is supersized. Doing some nice damage. Oh, block there from Ridley. Oh man. Yeah, I don't know if Ridley wins. Duck Hunt beat him. Duck Hunt's 1-2 because he keeps playing tough opponents. So, but Ridley could actually be pretty decent here, knocking Richter out first. Oh, wait a second. This is a decent lead. Oh, nice damage there from Richter, but still a decent lead for Ridley at 85% on his second stock. Is he gonna do this? Not a huge upset, obviously. 2-0 to a 1-1 is not an upset, but it is a great win to pick up for sure on Ridley's part. Knocking down a 2-0, undefeated, quote-unquote undefeated. I still struggle to call him that. 1-0 you can't call it, it's just winning a match. 2-0, I do struggle still to say undefeated. 3-0 though, now that's a different story. Whoa! Whoa! What in the world just happened? That was crazy. Did they both fall, or did like Ridley grab him and drag him down to the map and then just let go and hope he survived? Because that was what it kind of looked like happened, and it worked. If that is what happened, that was crazy. Ridley just takes down Richter. What a way to go into our last match. One of our 2-0s fall so far. Ike, the last of the 2-0s now. And also, who was first in the division almost the entire division last season. Almost the entire season last season. Until the end, Pokemon Trainer took it from him. Isabelle, 1-0 coming off her bye. I think Ike, pretty sure we had a couple that we used for Ike. I think that was the third tertiary skin. That is his secondary there. Isabelle has a yellow shirt, so that's perfect. Let's go. So again, Isabelle not exactly undefeated, but she has 1 game played and 1 win. And it was against Olimar, who hasn't been looking completely bad, even though he's 1-2 right now. Ike, of course, he's 2-0. Good start for him. Zero Suit Samus, Mr. Game & Watch. Zero Suit, definitely a nice way to start things, but Game & Watch, another tough opponent, so that Poison Mushroom is not going to help Ike at all. And Isabelle's taking full advantage of it. 56 on Ike, 49 right now on Isabelle. Another Poison Mushroom, Ike. Wrong one. So he could just, you know, there are still the chances of these guys making themselves lose by doing things like that. Will we see it as often? Maybe not. Also, you know, another thing, you guys in the comments, let me know what map you think we should do next. I'm still trying to consider. I mean, we're going to do like one. The next one's going to be like a hazard sort of map of some sort. For the entire season, we're just sticking with one map. We might do one season where we switch it or something somehow, but that does, because we only have 1 division matchup for everybody, it does make it hard to do that, because then kind of things change then so much every week or every set. So kind of have to keep it the same map for the whole season like we have been. So a good hazards map, and then another one that's probably a good hazard map that we'll do with nothing else. Just, you know, no items or anything, just the map itself being the hazard. So probably looking for 2 different ones for the next 2 seasons now. As Ike eliminates Isabelle, they were both very high percent. Isabelle comes back and gets Ike in return, and we're tied up at 2 stock. This is pretty crazy here. Isabelle perhaps not too bad of an opponent here, not too bad of a fighter. Gets curiouser and curiouser. Again, Ike, 14-6 last season, falls off the map. Oh, wow. My face looks like the tree's face right now, as I am in disbelief over Isabelle currently being up. An entire stock on Ike right now, about to take down Ike. I think he was the last undefeated last season, the one that went the furthest. So yeah, for him to lose already, I don't know, pretty crazy. He hasn't, of course, yet, but it's not looking great. Only 61, 68 on Isabelle. He's up to 52, 60, 69 on his last stock right now. Oh, and he's got another Poison Mushroom. Isabelle Bunny Hood. Got a... Oh, wow. Grabbed up in the net and tossed right off of the map. Isabelle just owned Ike. Can you believe that? Wow. Maybe you can. Maybe you knew it was going to happen. Maybe you know the strength of Isabelle. The dog girl. That was nuts. So that's it. That is all we got. Where do things stand now after 3 for the yellow division, you may ask? Ice Climbers 3-0, Incineroar 3-0, me Sword Fighters 3-0. That's it. Isabelle and Ike. Isabelle is 2-0. Ike is 2-1. Losing to her. Ridley is 2-1. Richter also 2-1 after losing to Ridley. Pikachu's 2-1 along with Robin and Wii Fit Trainer and Sephiroth. Then we got Game & Watch in the middle there, right in the middle, 1-1. Duck Hunt is 1-2. Olimar is 1-2. Zero Suit Samus and Joker are also 1-2. Got the 0-2 Pokemon Trainer, surprisingly. Then we got, still at the bottom there, winless Samus, Sonic, Midman, and Daisy, 0-3. And that is where things are for them. What we got next for Monday, it's going to be the Red Division back up again for set number 4. Peach is taking on Terry. Kirby is up against Marth. Lucario is up against Byleth. Jigglypuff is taking on King K Rool. We got Ryu versus Donkey Kong. Young Link versus Hero. Dr. Mario versus Greninja. Finishing things off with Zelda taking on Mario. Pyra against the Mii Brawler. And finally, Pit versus Yoshi. And Simon is on the bye. He's 3-0. He is his counterpart here, Richter, 2-1. Couldn't do the same. 3-0. But finally, then, what we got for our Yellow Division next in their fourth set. We got the 0-2 trainer taking on the 2-1 Ike. We got Joker at 1-2 taking on the 2-1 Richter. 3-0 Climbers taking on the 0-3 Samus. Isabelle at 2-0 taking on the 0-3 Min Min. We got a 1-2 Olimar taking on the 0-3 Sonic. We got Zero Suit Samus at 1-2 taking on the 0-3 Daisy. A lot of 0-3s. Sephiroth, though, in our last four here, Sephiroth at 2-1 taking on the 1-2 Duck Hunt. Could be pretty good. Game & Watch at 1-1 taking on the 2-1 Wii Fit Trainer. Robin is 2-1 versus the 2-1 Pikachu. And finally, Mii Sword Fighter at 3-0 up against the 2-1 Ridley. Incineroar, that 3-0 is Incineroar on a bye. And that is that, my friends. I will see you then in those. Check out the other stuff on the channel, including the Shorts League, the AI Knockout Series. Until next time, though, I'm Randy, and this is Nerds Templar with the Super Smash Bros. AI Ultimate AI League. Catch you later. Peace out.